Hello and welcome to another MDAR training video. This one's a nice short one and we're going to talk specifically about the program steps for thermostats within the Velbus range. So if you're trying to heat profile one particular zone, then this is the way you can do it. So what are we trying to achieve? We're trying to get a profile that looks a little bit like this. We want to do an overnight between 9 PM and 6 in the morning that's at night mode. We want a short period during the wake up period where we're going to take it to day mode. Then because no one's in the house, we're going to go to safe mode during the day. And then about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it gives it an hour before, say we're getting home at 5 o'clock. We'll put the heating on now and we'll put it back to day mode. And then overnight at 9 o'clock, we'll put it back to night mode. So recap, we've got night mode, day mode, safe mode, day mode, night mode. So that breaks down to 4 easy steps. So we're going to do this with the program groups within Velbus. Now I've got VelbusLink up and running. I've got it connected to a model and I've already read and imported all of the values. If you're not sure how to do that, then I'll follow the link in the description below back to our basic training video and that should get you up to this stage. So everything's configured. All I need to do is add the program steps. So let's configure this glass panel. And we want the programs, and we're specifically talking about the thermostat programs. So here is what I've done already. So let's delete those and start all over again. So we can have dozens and dozens of program steps, so it can be as complicated as you want it to be, or it can be as simple. So let's add the first one. We're going to be starting at night, so let's put it into night mode. So we'll select night mode from the drop down. We're going to use program group 1 because that's the default. There are 2 others and you can have no program group as an option. Most of the time you'd only be putting into program group 1. It's only if you're trying to create a different profile for, say, summer and winter, a holiday mode, any reason really, but there are 3 options. But for simplicity, let's stick to program group 1. We're also going to just keep it very, very simple by not doing too much with the recurrence. We're just simply going to say we're going to do it weekly, it's going to be every day, and our night mode is going to be set at a fixed time. You'll see in here there are lots of options, including sunrise and sunset, which vary with the panel based on a table you can access. But again, that's not for this time. We're going to keep it really simple. So night mode, we're going to set for 9 o'clock at night, 2100 hours. That goes through the night, so in the morning we want it to come back to day mode at 6 AM, so we add another one. This time we select day mode, again program group 1, again it's weekly, again it's every day, and it's a fixed time of 0600. At 9 o'clock we want it to go back to safe mode because in theory we've all left the house and there's no need to heat it, so we leave it as default to safe mode, program group 1, weekly, every day, fixed time, 0900. And we want to be coming back home to a nice warm house about 5 o'clock. So depending on how long your property takes to warm up, but let's say it takes an hour here. So we'll put it back to day mode, program group 1, weekly, every day at 1600. That's it. That's the 4 program steps. So just to recap, we've gone to night mode at 9 o'clock at night. It's day mode to warm the place up at 6 AM, so you're nice and toasty. 9 o'clock, we've all left the house, so we can shut the heating off and put it to standby or safe mode. And then at 4 o'clock, we're all heading home, so we want to be nice and warm when we get there. So at 4 o'clock, we've got the heating coming back on again. That's it. So the program group was already active, so all we need to do is synchronize these new settings to our panel. And we do that by synchronizing and write the changes. And that's it. And assuming your Velbus panels have got the correct time, that's what will start happening. So just as you're on this screen, if you do need to synchronize the time, there's a convenient button at the top here. Click on that, confirm that's the time you want to inject. And there you go. That's all injected into the models. Your Velbus will now profile the heating. The only thing to be aware of is that each and every Velbus input device has its own set of program groups. So by adding these programs to this one particular panel, you've done nothing with the rest of the property. So you will have to do the same sort of profiling with every other input device that you've got, and you need to make sure they're all set in the same program group. Now you can see here there's a 1 with a calendar on it, and that tells us that that panel is set to program group 1. And as you can see, this other glass panel doesn't have any programming in it, and neither does the PIR, or for that matter, the 8PBU. But you've seen it done once, it's just a matter of repeating it. So thank you for watching that. Watch the description below, I'll add links to all the other videos. We're going to be covering lots of other things. So thank you for watching, and catch us on the next videos.